Und Hallihallöchen zurück zu The Stanley Parable, Episode 7. Ultra Deluxe ist das übrigens, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Und in dieser Episode will ich mal zwei Sachen machen. Okay, kann ich einfach... Oder ich gehe einfach hier nochmal rein.
Oh good, you notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Ist das jetzt... Also New Content haben wir ja in der letzten Episode schon gemacht. Aber vielleicht ist ja jetzt nochmal was ganz anderes. Würde mich jetzt nicht überraschen. Okay.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
The end is never the end
Yes,
again.
you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel, an entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Time to wake up. New Mug. Was steht hier? Komme ich da? Das kann ich gar nicht lesen, oder? Scheiße, komme ich nicht hin. Ja, was? Was wäre denn Stanley Parable 2? Das würde doch gar nicht funktionieren. Das ergäbe doch gar keinen Sinn. Investor Showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Taste the sequel. Okay. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. Ist ja die. Welche angucken? New Mug. Time to wake up. Never underestimate coffee enjoyer. Who left their cup by a leather sofa that faces a blurry room. Meeting at 2 p.m. They are back. 2 doors. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Boring sections of the chart. Cool red section of the chart. New hotness. Old plus busted. 2. Oh, was steht hier? Ah. Kann man nicht so... So, okay, verschiedene Schreibweisen von der 2. Don't talk to me before I've had a sequel. I've had my sequel. Okay, was steht hier? 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1 is 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 1. Every pause button is a Roman numeral 2. Oh ja. More TSP, better TSP. Win-win. Sequential mindshare. Paradigm shift synergy. Brick and mortar approach. Envelope client-centric marketing. The color red. Leverage holistic value. Ah, der Farn. Aha. Stanley Parable 2. Thanks for attending my meeting. Click to add speaker notes. Okay, verschiedene Logos.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Meeting Plan. 9 Scrum, 10 Design Pitch, 11:30 Uhr Break, 11:35 Uhr Pitch Design, 12:02 Uhr Number 2 Chat. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 2 arms, 2 legs. Who took the red marker? Me. Investor Showcase. I saw the Investor Showcase. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2, Crab, the ultimate sequel. Testing 2 printers at the same time. 2. You don't talk to me before I have. Stanley Parable 2 is the Stanley Parable 2 is a sequel to the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable 2 is a sequel to Stanley Parable. You are the sequel. Also ohne das zu wissen, das erinnert mich jetzt ein bisschen an den Sketch, den ich für Final Fantasy 3 gemacht habe, wo quasi alles so mit 3 war. Also so Sprichwörter mit 3 und sowas. I am a yellow mug. I will never the red plus teal plus color scheme of the area of the game. Oder so. Valued investors. This way to the show floor. New features. Okay, hier steht einfach ein Bus. Whoa.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Boah. Name. Hear yours today. New content. Hear your name in the game. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That's new. Wo will ich jetzt mal hingehen erstmal? Gehe ich erstmal, okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Road to the perfect button. Too big, too small, just right. Agatha, Bob, Peter, Craig, Joe, Jane, Shira, Timmy, and all the rest. Bert, Bart, Steve, Imran, Jane, Joe. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Ja, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
Übelst.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Ich bin Jim.
Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again. Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation. Jim. Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are. Jim.
Ja, das war ziemlich aufregend. Aber was hat der noch in petto hier für Stanley Parable 2? You got Jim in the game.
Only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
The button that says Jim. That's Jim. Ja, dann gehe ich mal hier hinter. Oh, Epilog? Ne, das will ich noch nicht. No Screenshots. Investor Showcase. This year's biggest investment opportunities. Sequels. What's better than that? Sequels. What's better than that? Nothing. Boah, das ist wirklich schwer zu lesen. Top Zero Investor. Oh, kann ich nicht lesen. A whole new office. Whoa. Red is the new orange. Updated ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way. Sequel to the new features, new content, new ideas. Consistent quality with just the right amount of change. The baby is all grown up. Many improvements. Title story. The work was put in. Reap the results. Der Knopf, der den Namen des Spielers nennt, der das Spiel spielt. Sprungkreis, unendliches Loch. Was haben wir hier?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Das hier? Achso, oh hier. Get well someday. Happy to his birthday step niece.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Get well someday it is.
Okay.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on. Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
So. Halt, stopp. The jump circle.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Okay, was passiert, wenn ich nochmal dort hinten reingehe? Da sagt dann nichts. So, alles klar. Also, was habe ich jetzt gerade gemacht? Ich bin hier durchgegangen. Hier kommen so eine Feedback-Geräusche. Oh, Merch. Gehen wir mal zum Merch-Stand. I saw the new content. This T-shirt is the best new feature. The end is never the end again. They are back. 2 doors. New content part 2. The compendium. So. The Stanley Parable 2 reassurance bucket. Neu.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Beautiful bucket. Just pick it up.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Okay. Bürodekoration, das Stanley Parable Berührungseimer, der Knopf. Okay, der Knopf, das war mal. Also gehe ich jetzt erstmal hier hinter. Free, new and easy trophy. I can't believe it's that simple. Just works. Get it here. Free trophy. Get yours right now. Pull the lever. Receive your new trophy. No more steps. It just works. Get yours right now. Welcome. New features, new content, new game.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Ja, habe ich schon gelesen. Da muss man noch ein paar Steps machen dafür. Also nicht, wie es hier dran steht, no more steps.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Na, das hier drüben. Expo Hall 2 Guide. You are here, lower level. Jump circle this map, free trophy, the button that says name, merge settings, world champion, the Stanley Parable reassurance, bucket, office decorations, epilogue, collectibles, infinite hole, exit. Okay, exit ist da. Das heißt, da gehe ich erstmal hier hin. Can you find them? Can you find them? Can you find them?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Okay, collect them all. So.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
So. Denn diese Figuren haben auch was mit dieser Trophäe da zu tun. So, was ist hier? Infinite Hole, it won't end. Erstmal, was ist hier? Hier war das. Gehen wir mal zum Infinite Hole. Time, depth, time deeper, distant past, distant spacetime, distant future, time like infinity, hole like infinity, distant spacetime, falling, space like infinity. Opening, rim, surrounding area, depth, infinite. Hole entrance, infinity. The holy moly, how deep can we dig? The answer will mildly surprise you. Infinite hole chart. Hole, depth, space, Fragezeichen, science, more, educational use only, more hole, infinity, falling. It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Na dann.
You see, Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Ja, mal schauen, was hier noch passiert.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
So, ich will aber hier bleiben. Vielleicht ist das Infinity Hole ja nicht dazu da, um unendlich zu fallen, sondern um unendlich hier zu bleiben. Das wäre vielleicht mal ein Gedanke. Aber, ja.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel. Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly... I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Yippie! Okay. Oh. Oh. Was zum...
My head's stronger. Now you're no longer using up the space of
Oh, das sieht cool aus.
mine. My head's stronger. Now you're no longer
Wow.
using up the space of mine. My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the space of mine.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Oh.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Dann haben wir da schon mal alles gemacht. Ich muss mal schauen. Habe ich jetzt diese Figur noch? Wo kann ich die Figuren finden? Im Hauptspiel oder hier im New Content? Das ist jetzt so die Frage. Da hinten ist das Loch. Ich gehe nochmal zum Loch gucken. Muss ich mich erstmal richtig hinsetzen hier? Ah, okay. Darf ich nicht mehr rein. Also gehe ich jetzt nochmal. Oh, was ist das hier? Das ist noch eine Tasche. Ich werde nochmal probieren, ob das jetzt geht. Aber ich muss irgendwie erst 6 Figuren sammeln. Ja, das bringt jetzt noch nichts. Genau, hier hoch kann ich. Aber no jumps remaining. Player tiers. Hier habe ich jetzt alles gemacht. Da ist der das. Genau. Okay. Dann gehe ich jetzt hier hoch. Einstellungen Weltmeister. Ja, es gibt eine Trophäe. Moment, da muss ich mal in die Einstellungen gehen. Da muss ich jeden Slider durchmachen. Aber jedes einzeln. So, das war auf 73, glaube ich, ne? Okay. Ja. Das ist natürlich jetzt lustig anzusehen oder wahrscheinlich eher extrem langweilig anzusehen. Oh, mein Daumen wird schon müde hier. Äh, 90 war das, oder? Ich werde das ja einfach mal so einzeln machen. Achso. Oh, hä? Ja gut, was man nicht alles für so eine Trophäe macht, aber vielleicht komme ich dann noch in diesen Raum rein. So, das kann jetzt eine Weile dauern. Oh. So, na komm. Komm schon, komm schon. Oh, was haben die da extra so gemacht? Die Schweine. Ja, komm schon. Das ist wie hier so Quicktime-Events, wo man Button mashen muss, wo man dann die rechte Hand nimmt und extrem tappen muss. Ja, komm schon. Es ist anstrengender, als es aussieht. Aber wir schaffen das. Come on. So. Jetzt kann ich das auch wieder ausmachen. Obwohl. Ja, ne? Barrierefreiheit an. Oh. So, hättet ihr auch nicht gedacht, dass ihr das mal in einem Let's Play sehen würdet. So, was ist das hier? An, aus, an, aus, an, aus, an, aus, an, aus. So, okay, ich glaube, hier haben wir alles gemacht. So. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich alles in jede Richtung tappen muss, einzeln. Ich mache es jetzt mal nicht.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a
Man
man
darf nämlich
named
nicht gedrückt halten, weil dann skippt das nämlich so viele Zahlen.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on.
This is the story of a man.
Ist gleich geschafft. Denke ich zumindest. Hallo? Okay. Jetzt hat das Spiel kurz sich aufgehangen gehabt. Oder mein Finger, weiß ich nicht. Haha. Einstellungswaldmeister, okay. Hey. Aha.
Ah, I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion trophy. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider and that it'll be accessible from the settings menu. We'll sort out the rest of the details later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
You are the champion of setting all the slides to all the possible numbers. Please enjoy this room. This is your room. It was made just for you. They will never set the settings sliders to every possible setting. Okay, also was habe ich jetzt? Bolxionsstreuung. Passt die Bolxionsstreuung an. Richtig nice. Größtenteils ein endliches Loch. Gratis Trophäe. That's new. Ach so.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Dann denke ich mal, dass ich jetzt hier alles gesehen habe, oder? Sprungkreis, der Knopf, Collectibles, that's new. Ja, dass ich jetzt hier Ausgang, Sprungkreis zum Ausgang gehen kann.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Ja. New Mark.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
The Stanley Parable 2, das Spiel beginnt. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ja, und ich würde sagen, wie das hier mit Stanley Parable 2, die Fortsetzung ist jetzt passiert, weitergeht, das sehen wir dann in der nächsten Episode. Bis dahin, ciao!